Good morning. We'll be doing the numericals related to second law. Example 9.1, it's already given. Now, what is second law basically? Second law, Newton's second law stated that force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Or I can say F is equal to M. Now we'll be using this formula to solve the numericals related to second law. Example 9.1, a constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg, mass is 5 kg, for a duration of time is 2 seconds. It increases the object's velocity from 3 meter to 7 meters per second. Now 3 meters is your initial velocity, final velocity is 7 meters per second. Find the magnitude of force. So you need to find out F, force applied, formula using the second law, mv minus u by t. This is F is equal to, what is mass? 5, v is 7 minus 3 by time is 2. So solving it, this comes out to be 10 Newton. 2 ones are 2 twos are, this comes out to be 10 Newton. Now we have second part of the question also. Now if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds. Now the same force applied for a duration of 5 seconds. You need to find the final velocity. Final velocity is v. So using this formula only, F is equal to m v minus u by t. So F is, we have found out 10 is equal to mass is 5, v minus u. V you need to find, u is your 3 meters per second by time t. Time is again 5 seconds. Cancelling this out. So this is 10 is equal to v minus 3, or I can say v is equal to 10 plus 3, or final velocity is equal to 13 meters per second. So there were two parts of the question. You need to find the force in the first part and applying the same force, but if we change the time duration is changed, we need to find the final velocity. I hope it is clear. Moving over to next example, example 9.2. In example 9.2, you need to calculate the force applied in two cases. Like two cases are given to you and you need to find in which the force is greater. Force applied is greater. We have two masses m1 and m2. We have two accelerations a1 and a2, and we need to find out the force in both the cases. Now F is also equal to m into a. Since this part is acceleration, so I can apply F is equal to ma in this. So mass in the first one is, mass is 2 kg for the first object. Next, for the next object it is 4 kg. Acceleration for the first object is 5 meters per second square, and acceleration of the second object is 2 meters per second square. Applying the formula, since you need to find force in both the cases, F is equal to ma. So F in this case would be 2 into 5, that is 10 Newton. Similarly, F in this case, F1, F2, force in this case is 4 into 2 is equal to 8 Newton. So in which case the force is greater? In this case. So an object of mass 2 kg with acceleration 5 meter per second square will be applying more force. Coming over to example 9.3. Example 9.3. A motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour and it takes 4 seconds to stop. That means if it is applying brakes and it stops, final velocity is 0. Initial was जिससे वो start किया था 108 km per hour. We'll convert it into its SI unit. We'll convert into meters per second. So formula is multiply by 5 by 18. This was a shortcut I have told you in my previous videos also. So multiplying by 5 by 18, we get the velocity in meters per second. This is 18 ones are 18 6 are 6 5s are 30 meters per second. Now your initial velocity is 30 meters per second, final is 0. Time, it takes 4 seconds to stop. So time is 4 seconds. Calculate the force exerted by the brakes if its mass is 1000 kg. Now your mass is 1000 kg. You need to find the force exerted. Mass is 1000 kg. You need to find the force. So we have this formula, F is equal to m v minus u by t. Okay, so force is equal to, what is mass? 1000 multiplied by, or bracket, v minus u, 0 minus u is your 30 by what is time? Time is 4 seconds. So this will come out to be 1000 with a minus sign multiplied by 30 by 4. 2 2s are 2 15s are 2 1s are 2 5s are 0 0. 15 5s are is 75 with a negative sign along with 2 zeros. Yes, 2 zeros. This is minus 7500 Newton. So what does negative sign indicate? Negative sign indicates that the brakes are applied in the opposite direction to the direction of motion. जो ये force लगी है to stop the car, that is the brakes ने apply करी है force to stop the motor car or train, whatever it is. So force applied is in the force applied by the brakes is in opposite direction to the direction of motion. This negative sign it indicates. Okay, moving over to the next numerical. Example 9.4. A force of 5 newtons gives a mass m1. Now the force is 5 newton and mass is m1. An acceleration of 10 meters per second. Acceleration is 10 meters per second square. We have another case. And a mass m2. Force is same for both. And a mass m2 gives an acceleration of 20 meters per second square. Now what do you need to calculate from this? What do we need to calculate? I think we'll be calculating masses first. F is equal to ma. We'll calculate the mass and then we'll read the question. Now F is equal to m into a, or putting the values, 5 is equal to m1 into a is 10. m1 here only 5 by 10. This will come out to be mass is 0.5 kg. Got it? Next, m2. Again, m is F by a is equal to, force is F is 5 by 20. So this would come out to be 1 by 4, or I can say 0.25 kg. Right? Now, what is the question? What acceleration would it give if both the masses were tied together? Now, this is next part. You need to find acceleration when we are adding both the masses. Like your new mass is m1 plus m2, and you need to calculate the acceleration. So, force is same 5 Newton. Your new mass is equal to m1 plus m2 is equal to 0.75 plus 0.25. This will come up to be 1 kg. You need to find acceleration using the formula F is equal to m into a. Keep a here only. It is F by m, or I can say acceleration is equal to force is 5 by 1, 5 meters per second square. Your new acceleration is 5 meters per second square. I guess by mistake I wrote 0.75 here. This is 0.5. This is 0.25. Please mark the correction. And this will be 0.75 kg. So This will come out to be 5 by 0.75. Solving it out, (20 by 3) is approximately 3 6 18, 6.6, since it is acceleration meters per second square. Okay, I hope it is clear. Last example, example 9.5, quite important. Example 9.5, it's a graph question. First we need to read the graph to solve the question. It is a velocity time graph. We have time over here. We have velocity in centimeters per second square on this side, right? So here we have markings like the initial velocity is 20 centimeters per second square, and what is the time interval till here? Initial velocity of the object is 20 centimeters per second square, and as the time elapses in 10 seconds, its velocity becomes 0. The velocity becomes 0. So initial velocity here is 20 centimeters per second square. Convert it into meters. For converting centimeter into meter, you need to divide by 100. This becomes meters per second square. And your final velocity is 0. Time elapsed is 10 seconds. Now what do you need to find? The velocity time graph of a ball of mass 20 gram. Now mass is also given, it is 20 gram converted into kg. 20 by 1000, 0.02 kg, and this was 0.2 meters per second square. Now what do you need to find? You need to find out the force. How much force does the table exert on the ball to bring it to rest? How much force? Now since it is velocity time graph and it is a straight line, that means some acceleration acts on the body. Acceleration we can find out from here. A is equal to V minus U by T. So acceleration V is 0 minus U is 0.2 divided by time T. What is time given here is 10 seconds. So this would come out to be minus 0.2 by 10, or I can say this is minus 0.02 meters per second square. Now you need to find out the force in this case. Force is M into A. M into A. So force is equal to mass. What is the mass given to you? It is 0.02 multiply by minus 0.02. So force is negative. That means force applied to stop the ball is in the opposite direction to the direction of motion. 2 2s is 4. How many decimals? 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. So this is your force in newtons. And negative sign indicates that the force applied to stop the ball is opposite to the direction of motion of the ball. I hope it is clear. We'll be solving the numericals related to conservation of momentum in our next topic. Thank you. Have a great day.